Hey guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Welcome back to my channel. Guys, there's 4,500 of you, I think. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, as always, letting me into part of your day and spending time with me, making time for me, even if it's at 1.5 speed or even 2.5 speed, whatever. I appreciate that. And I always want to make it known that I appreciate you giving up some of your time, because time is precious. That time is something we don't get back. So I know that. So I'm going to run right into it and talk to you about Paul Ferguson and Gypsy Rose Blanchard, because you guys know that I work at night, and there are things that I listen to during the day and I start thinking, how does that make sense? And then it's usually something I bring on to this channel after I've kind of figured out what I want to say. So what I want to say is why Paul Ferguson got 30 years in prison at least, and Gypsy Rose Blanchard got 8. It's just because of a deal? Is it because she's female? You know, he helped unalive his brother by what his mother asked him to do, supposedly. I mean, we saw those text messages, but I think, in all honesty, I think Paul did more. I just think Paul did things that we don't know about, or even some of the stuff that he said he didn't do, like putting hot sauce on his brother's privates. I can't see. I believe that Paul probably did that, because my opinion of Paul Ferguson is not even, it's below, it's just, I think that Shonda made his life so miserable, Paul's life so miserable, if we're to believe that, because you see that was his defense, very much like Gypsy's defense. Abuse, manipulation, yes, right? And he unalived not even the person that was abusing him, but the little guy who was simply just annoying him, apparently. So, again, is it because Gypsy Rose appeared to be a 12-year-old child, is what she looked like, which was for medical fraud? Or, well, I definitely think that there was medical fraud. But as we all know, I feel that Gypsy was 100% in on that she knew. And that some of those surgeries that were written down, and I've said this, some of those surgeries that were written down weren't really done. I don't know about the chromosome disorder. I don't care about it, because, to be honest with you, I don't think that Dee Dee deserved that. I think even before the chromosome disorder was brought to the attention, I simply don't think that whatever Dee Dee did was abuse. It just, the thing, and I keep telling you, the thing that made me stop and think was when I caught Gypsy in 3 lies about the same thing. Now, I don't know this woman personally. She was simply telling one story 3 different ways, and it was such a significant story in her life that it makes you wonder how she could possibly remember it 3 different ways if it really happened. Right? I know what you guys are saying. Do your Judge Judy. If you got the truth, you don't need a good memory. What did she say? It doesn't matter. Anyway, I know I throw a lot of Judge Judy shit in my, it's just common sense. You don't need a good memory if you tell the truth. Basically, that's what she's saying, right? And that's the truth, because you don't. And the thing is that, remember, the problem was that she ran away for the first time. She was going to go run away and live with Dan, the older guy, I've got some nerve, right? I'm 60. The older guy that she met at that Comic-Con, or that whatever con where they dressed up. He was 36 and she was dressed like Cinderella, so we know what kind of guy. Maybe he is, maybe not, I don't know, but that's when she ran away. And she said that her mom found the cell phone that she accidentally dropped. Then she said it was her mom's cell phone. Then she said that somebody had called her mom and said, Gypsy's over here. And that's how. So, I mean, 3 different stories on that's a big deal, right? Like, I remember 100 years ago when I ran away for the first time, and I remember looking at some bushes and saying, I wonder if I'm comfortable sleeping there. And of course, I went home, but I was like 6 years old. I mean, I remembered it. How could she forget it? So, you know what I'm saying? But again, Paul Ferguson's, his defense, his attorney says, hey, he was abused, and everything he did because of his mom. He was afraid of the consequences of his mom. The interrogation detective gave him that defense. We know your mom's so smart. She's the smartest person in the room, and we believe she manipulated you. We can see that on the text messages. Again, I can see through the text messages, as most of you can. He was annoying him, and yet we don't have any of that evidence of anything about Gypsy while she was actually in the care of Dee Dee. We only have Gypsy's word, and that pisses me off because she's a liar. She is a liar, and you know, I wouldn't call somebody a liar if they didn't keep lying, but they keep lying, so I have to call her that. Out of her own mouth, no edits, no nothing. She has told the untruth over and over and over again. And again, we got Paul Ferguson, 30 years, and he deserves it. He deserves it. I don't care if he ever gets out. As far as I'm concerned, he shouldn't get out. He shouldn't have a tablet. I don't understand why people are reaching out to him, except that I do. It's just, you know, people, if you have money, donate it to something that is a better cause than, you know, some 6 feet tall guy that just, you know, totally brutalized his brother. He didn't have to. You know that, right? So, Gypsy and Paul about the same age when what happened. Paul, 6 feet tall, white guy, gets 30 years. Gypsy, 5 feet tall? Fake girl in a wheelchair, looks about 12 years old, gets 8 years. She rolls on Nick. He rolls on his mom. What happened there? How could it be so different? The end was murder. That's the end case in this. Is it because Paul's a guy and Gypsy's a girl? How do you guys feel about that? If Paul got out, how many people would be running to his defense? Oh, man, we got to make a video of you. Let's make a movie of you. Let's make a celebrity of you. Why can't we do that with Paul? Why is Paul in prison, for that matter? And Gypsy's out. What's the difference? That's what I'm saying. So, guys, I really want to know what am I missing here? Now, there's a lot going on in my life. But I'm still trying to figure it out. So, tell me what you think, what I'm missing here. Guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I so appreciate you. I hope I gave you some food for thought, or a little bit of a biscuit for your coffee or tea, because you guys in the UK should be already awake. Guys, I appreciate you, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Don't forget, be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Never, ever, ever be Paul Ferguson or Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Be you, guys. Be you. There's only one. Thanks.